Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you are fine. Today we are going to do the last part of the poem, No, which we have already done. This is the last part and we have to define the pronouns and that tell whether they are subject or object, whether they are singular or plural. In our previous lecture, we have discussed singular and plural pronouns as well as whether they are subject or object. Subject is the pronoun which works on something. Subject is the pronoun which works on something. You can see in this line I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. They are subject. At the same time, they are singular or plural. Singular or plural. And object are those pronouns on which work is done. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. And one part is singular and the other part is plural among them. In this question, what we have to do, we have to find out the singular, plural as well as subject and objects of these sentences. Your first example has been given. He selected the workers. You have to tell what is he. He is singular as well as subject. Now in the next line, what you have to do, you have to tell they wanted to help the villagers. They, it is a subject. It is a subject and it is plural as well. It is a subject and it is, S is already written that defines subject or object, and P will be defining whether it is singular or plural. So it is subject plus it is plural. They wanted to help the villagers. Villagers are object and they are plural as well. Subject plural, object plural. The next is Asim said he would give them some wood. He, this is subject. Asim said, Asim ने कहा he, कि वो, would give them some wood, कि वो कुछ लकड़ियाँ देगा. He is subject and it is singular as well. Singular subject. Them is object and it is them ज़्यादा लोग. वो ज़्यादा लोग. It is plural object. C is David's sister came with us. David, he is subject. David is a boy, or if we change the name of David, that will be changed into he. David's sister came with us. David is subject and it is singular as well. David is subject and it is singular as well. Us is object and it is plural. Object plus plural. D. She asked Ahmed to contact me. She asked Ahmed to contact me. She is singular. Subject. Subject है और singular भी है. SS. And me is object and it is also singular. I have never met the Prime Minister. E. I. Singular. And it is singular and as well as subject. ये singular subject है. Prime Minister, if we this is object and it is also singular. Do you know him? You. Subject, do you. Subject, him, object. Subject plus singular, object plus singular. G. I wonder where she has put the basket. I wonder where she has put the basket. I. Subject plus singular. She, subject plus singular. It was under the chair a minute ago. It is subject plus singular. And if we change chair or something into it, it will be object and singular. So in these lines you have learnt about subjects or objects plus singular or plural. The next part on the same page is listening and speaking. Listening and speaking. Listen to the following words and say them aloud. Be careful to stress the correct syllable in each word. Remember, students, when, in Urdu we have got hijje and in English there are syllables. So syllables help us to learn the spellings as well as to know their pronunciation. Some syllables are stressed and some are not stressed. In this word, perhaps, per is not stressed and haps is stress. Indications, जिस पे हमने stress देना है उसको हम underline कर लेंगे. Indications, recognitions, familiar, recognitions, courtesies, locomotion, notion, cheerfulness, afternoon, gentility, nobility, butterflies, November. So these are the words with different pronunciation. What you have to know, should know their syllables so that you are able to learn their spellings as well. On the next page, they have given you different verbs, and what you have to do, you have to know the pronunciation of the foreign, warmth, comfortable, flowers, fruits. They have given you different spellings and they have told you which word you have to omit. In foreign, for is G is silent. In warmth, R is silent. And comfortable, R is again silent. In flowers, W is silent. In fruits, U is exchanged with double O sound. So these are the pronunciation of different words which you have to practice time and again to make your pronunciation well. Students, please go through all the things which we are telling you throughout the lectures. It will help you a lot to learn different spellings and know their pronunciation as well, and it will help you to improve your listening and speaking skills as well. So if you want to improve your English in this free time, you need to pronounce these words aloud and remember their spellings as well as their meanings, and use these words into your own sentences. That will help you a lot to improve your English formation of sentences and speaking as well. Keep on connecting with us and revising all the syllabus which we are given you. And plus I have sent you the essay number 1. Hope you have learned it carefully, and remember, learn the essay with their meaning so that you understand it well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.